God says, "My child, breathe. Slow your rushing thoughts. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. You are not abandoned in this moment. I see the way fear tries to grip your chest, the way your mind spins worst-case scenarios, the way you replay conversations and wonder what people really meant. I am with you right here, not only when things feel calm, but especially when everything feels uncertain. You do not have to carry the weight of tomorrow while you're still standing in today. Listen to me, fear is loud, but it is not your master. Panic shouts, but it is not your guide. Anxiety can make every shadow look like a threat, every rumor feel like a verdict, every mistake feel irreversible. But I am not the God of confusion. I am not the God of doom. I am not the God of torment. I am the God who steadies you, who teaches you to take the next right step, who gives you wisdom when you ask, and peace when you surrender what you cannot control. So come close. Let me speak to the part of you that feels hunted, the part of you that feels one phone call away from disaster. I am telling you, you are not alone, and you are not helpless. You are safe with me in the deepest way a soul can be safe. And because I am with you, you can choose calm over chaos. You can choose honesty over fear. You can choose wisdom over impulse. You can choose prayer over spiraling. You can choose to do what is right. Even while your hands are shaking, if you're worried you might be in trouble, do not let fear push you into reckless decisions. Do not lash out. Do not threaten. Do not try to fix everything with one dramatic move. Fear wants you to run blindly. I want you to walk wisely. Fear wants you to hide. I want you to bring things into the light. Fear wants you to assume the worst about others. I want you to focus on what you can actually do, what you can actually control. Right now, here is what I want from you in this moment. Be still long enough to hear my peace. Put down the urge to obsess over every possibility. Stop feeding your mind with frightening stories, gossip, or messages that try to trap you in dread. You do not need more panic. You need clarity. You need truth. You need a steady spirit. And you receive that by turning your heart to me. Pray simply. Do not perform. Do not panic. Pray like you're trying to force an outcome. Pray like a child who trusts their father. Say, God, I'm afraid. God, I need help. God, lead me. God, guard my mouth, guide my steps, and give me wisdom. Then breathe again. Inhale. Exhale. Let your body learn what your spirit is choosing, peace. Now listen closely, because peace is not the same as passivity. Trusting me does not mean ignoring reality. Trusting me means facing reality without losing yourself to terror. If you believe you're at risk of legal trouble, The most faithful thing you can do is act with integrity and get proper help from the right people. I can strengthen your heart, but you still must choose wise steps, so choose truth. If you have done something wrong, do not add more wrong trying to escape consequences. Do not lie. Do not forge. Do not hide evidence. Do not let anyone pressure you into doing anything dishonest to protect yourself. A lie may feel like a shield, but it cracks under pressure and cuts the person holding it. Walk in the light. Be truthful. Be careful with your words. Do not give people more material to twist. And do not try to handle serious legal fear alone, if there is even a chance you might be questioned or accused. Seek proper legal advice from a qualified attorney or legal aid service in your area as soon as you can. That is not a lack of faith. That is wisdom. Wisdom uses the help that is available. Wisdom knows when to stop talking and start listening. Wisdom asks questions before reacting. Wisdom gets guidance from someone trained in the system you're dealing with. Be mindful. When you are scared, you may feel compelled to explain everything to everyone. Resist that impulse. Do not pour your whole story into random people, group chats, or social media. Not because you are hiding truth, but because you are protecting yourself from misunderstanding and manipulation. Speak carefully. Keep your circle small and trustworthy. If you need to talk to someone safe and wise. Someone who won't inflame you, someone who won't gossip, someone who won't push you into revenge. I want you to calm your environment, too. Fear grows in noise. So bring order where you can. Sleep if you can. Eat something steady. Drink water. Step away from anything that escalates you. If you have been using substances that cloud judgment, pause and seek support, because clarity matters right now. A clear mind is a gift you give yourself and a way you honor me. Let me also tell you this: your imagination can punish you with pictures of disaster that have not happened. Your mind can put you in a cell that does not exist yet. Do not live your life inside a nightmare you created. Come back to the present. Right now, you are here. Right now, you can breathe. Right now, you can pray. Right now, you can make one wise decision, then the next, then the next. That is how you walk out of panic, step by step, not all at once. If there are relationships in your life filled with conflict, do not escalate them. Do not send heated messages. Do not make threats. Do not show up somewhere to settle it. If you feel anger rising, pause. Anger can make you say things that later get used against you or hurt you deeply. I am giving you strength to be restrained. I am giving you self-control. That is power. That is courage. That is maturity. If you are being pressured, manipulated, or intimidated, document what you can calmly and safely. Keep records of dates, times, and facts. Not for revenge, just for clarity. And if you feel genuinely unsafe, reach out to local authorities or trusted community support in a calm, factual way. Safety is not panic. Safety is wise action. I know you want certainty. You want a guarantee that nothing will go wrong. But hear me, your safety is deeper than a smooth outcome. Your safety is that you are held by me. Your safety is that even if you face hardship, you will not face it alone. Your safety is that I will give you wisdom for each moment. Your safety is that you can endure what comes, because I strengthen you from the inside out. So do not catastrophize. Do not treat every worry like a prophecy. Do not let your heart be held hostage by what if. Instead, ask me, what is the next right thing? Then do that. The next right thing might be making a call to a lawyer. The next right thing might be apologizing for something you did wrong. The next right thing might be choosing silence instead of an argument. The next right thing might be getting rest so you can think clearly. The next right thing might be asking a trusted person to sit with you while you sort through your options. My child, I am not here to scare you. I am here to shepherd you. I am here to pull you back from the cliff edge of panic. I am here to teach you the difference between warning and worry. Worry is a storm that never stops. Wisdom is a lamp that shows the next step. Let me speak comfort to your heart. You are not defined by the worst thing you've ever done. You are not defined by a rumor. You are not defined by someone else's anger. You are not defined by a system you fear. You are mine. And when you walk with me, you can face hard things without losing yourself. If guilt is part of what you're feeling, bring it to me honestly. Do not hide. Do not pretend. Say, God, I made mistakes. God, I need mercy. God, teach me to make it right. Repentance is not humiliation, it is healing. It is courage. It is the moment you stop running from your own conscience and start walking toward freedom. And if you are innocent of what you fear, do not let dread turn you bitter. Do not let suspicion poison every friendship. You do not have to assume betrayal everywhere. Guard your heart, yes, but do not harden it. I can give you discernment without turning you cold. I can teach you boundaries without turning you cruel. Ask me for that balance. Now, I want you to pray again, slowly this time. God, I place my fear in your hands. God, I refuse to be ruled by panic. God, give me wisdom and self-control. God, guide me to the right help. God, protect me from rash decisions. God, help me speak truth with calm. God, strengthen me to do what is right. Breathe. Let peace settle. Here is something else you need to hear. Urgent, frightening messages that demand you act by a deadline, or that say you will never hear this again, are not how I shepherd my children. I do not manipulate you with terror. I lead with truth and love. If you've been surrounded by fear-based talk, step back from it. Choose quiet. Choose prayer. Choose counsel. Choose sanity. You are safe enough to slow down. You are safe enough to think. You are safe enough to ask for help. You are safe enough to take responsibility where needed. You are safe enough to set boundaries where needed. You are safe enough to move forward one step at a time. So tonight, do this. Turn off what feeds your anxiety for a little while. Put your phone down for 10 minutes. Sit or lie down. Place a hand over your chest. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Do it again. Let your nervous system learn peace. Then write down the facts, only facts, not fears. What actually happened? What do you actually know? What do you not know? What is the next wise action you can take within 24 hours? When you turn fear into a simple plan, you take its power away. If you need to, ask someone you trust to help you make that plan. Not someone who will hype you up, but someone steady. And if the fear becomes overwhelming, if you feel like you can't sleep for days, or you can't stop shaking, or your mind is spiraling, reach out to a mental health professional or a crisis support line in your country. Getting support is not weakness. It is stewardship of your life. My child, I am with you. I am not condemning you. I am not abandoning you. I am calling you to calm courage. I am calling you to truth. I am calling you to wise action. I am calling you to prayer that steadies you, not prayer that scares you. Rest assured, you are safe in my hands. Nothing can snatch you from my care. And as you trust me, I will show you what to do, when to do it, and how to walk through this with your head up and your heart clean. Now, take the next right step. Then take the next one. I will meet you in each step, and I will carry you through. Beloved child, listen closely and do not let your heart run ahead of my peace. When fear speaks loudly, it tries to rush you into panic, into impulsive words, into choices you cannot take back. But I am not the author of confusion. I am with you in the quiet place beneath the noise, in the steady breath between anxious thoughts, in the moment you decide not to be ruled by dread. You are not alone, and you are not abandoned. I see what you cannot see, I know what you do not know, and I am able to guard you in ways you cannot measure. You have felt it, haven't you? The uneasy sense that something is being arranged, that someone wants to trap you, that a story could be twisted, that a mistake could be used against you. Fear has been knocking at your mind like a stranger demanding entry. But hear me, do not give fear the keys to your home. Do not hand fear your tongue, your temper, your phone, your decisions, your sleep. Fear will always try to make you believe the worst is already decided. Fear will always pretend it has authority. But fear is not your Lord. Now listen carefully, because this is where many fall. When a threat feels real, you may be tempted to react with extremes. You may feel like shouting, posting, accusing, proving, exposing, arguing, retaliating, running, hiding, or making a dramatic move to protect yourself. But rashness is a snare. A hurried reply can become evidence. A heated moment can become a headline. A careless message can be screenshot and used like a weapon. This is why I am telling you, gently but firmly, be still enough to choose wisely. Be calm enough to be precise. Be humble enough to be guided. Be patient enough to let truth stand on its own feet. If you sense legal trouble, do not take matters into your hands in a way that creates more trouble. Do not exaggerate. Do not threaten. Do not teach someone a lesson. Do not let pride make you reckless. Do not let anger make you sloppy. Let integrity be your shelter. Let honesty be your defense. Let self-control be your strength. Many people are not taken down by the storm itself, but by what they do in the storm. You are safe when you walk in the light. You are protected when you choose what is right even when you are scared. There is a kind of peace I give that is not denial, not pretending problems don't exist, but a steady courage that refuses to be driven like a leaf in the wind. I can give you that peace now. Inhale slowly. Unclench your jaw. Release your shoulders. Let your body learn what your spirit already knows. You are not powerless. Do not assume every thought is a warning from me. Sometimes anxiety dresses up like prophecy. Sometimes rumors disguise themselves as certainty. Sometimes your mind tries to connect dots that are not connected because you are tired, because you have been under pressure, because you have carried too much alone. I am not shaming you for being afraid. I am calling you out of the spiral and into clarity. Come back to what is true, what is provable, what is in your control. You can control your choices. You can control your words. You can control your habits. You can control who you trust and what you share. You can control whether you act with wisdom or with panic. Hear me, if you have done something wrong, the way to safety is not deeper deception. The way to safety is repentance, correction, and a clean path forward. Pride says, hide it. Fear says, run. But wisdom says, make it right. I do not abandon you in your mistakes. I guide you through them. Own what you must own, fix what you can fix, and stop digging holes you cannot climb out of. I can restore you, but you must stop feeding the very thing that is trying to destroy you. And if you have done nothing wrong, do not let accusation become your identity. People can misunderstand you. People can misrepresent you. People can project their own darkness onto you. But false narratives cannot outlast truth forever, especially when you do not add fuel to the fire. Your job is not to win every argument, your job is to live in a way that stands up under scrutiny. Let your life speak. Let your consistency testify. Let your record be clean. Let your conscience be clear. Be careful about what you send, what you sign, what you agree to, and what you confess to in moments of panic. Be careful who you vent to. Not everyone is safe. Not everyone is mature. Not everyone wants your good. Some people collect information like coins. Some people listen only to repeat. This is not the time to pour your whole story into the hands of the careless. This is the time to be discerning, to be quiet where you should be quiet, to speak where you should speak, and to seek wise counsel. I will also tell you this with love: if you are truly worried about legal danger, do not rely on rumors and guesses. Seek appropriate help in the real world. Speak to someone trustworthy. If there is an actual case, an actual complaint, an actual threat, there are lawful ways to respond. There are professionals who can guide you. There are steps that protect you without harming anyone else. I am with you in those practical steps too. Faith is not pretending, faith is trusting me while you walk wisely. Do not let desperation make you do foolish things just in case. Do not lash out. Do not stalk or harass. Do not try to intimidate. Do not try to expose someone online. Do not create a second problem while trying to escape the first. The enemy loves multiplication. One fear becomes 2 sins become 4 consequences, and suddenly you are drowning in what never had to happen. Stay clean. Stay calm. Stay anchored. There is a protection that comes from patience. When you slow down, you notice details you would have missed. When you breathe, you hear your own wisdom again. When you pray, you remember that I have carried people through far worse than what you face. When you rest, you stop making decisions from an exhausted nervous system. So tonight, I want you to do something that feels almost too simple: choose peace on purpose. Turn off what inflames you. Step away from the arguments. Do not doom scroll. Do not rehearse disaster for hours. You are not required to solve everything in one night. I am teaching you to live from the inside out, not from the outside in. Outside circumstances change like weather. Inside steadiness is built like a house on a rock. You do not become steady by luck, you become steady by practice. Practice telling the truth even when you are scared. Practice pausing before you reply. Practice walking away from bait. Practice letting me fight battles you were never meant to fight with your fists or with your mouth. Now listen, there are people who use fear as a leash. They hint. They threaten. They imply. They say, I'll ruin you, I'll report you, I'll call someone, I'll make sure you pay. Sometimes they are bluffing. Sometimes they are trying to control you. Sometimes they want you to beg, to panic, to offer them something, to give them money, attention, or power. Do not bargain with intimidation. Do not buy peace from bullies. Peace bought with fear is not peace, it is a trap. Stand firm, but do it with wisdom. Firm does not mean loud. Firm does not mean violent. Firm means steady, lawful, respectful, and unshakable. If someone truly is trying to set a trap, the answer is not paranoia, it is prudence. Prudence means you document calmly, you keep records where appropriate, you don't destroy evidence, you don't fabricate evidence, you don't retaliate, you don't escalate. Prudence means you protect your boundaries, you limit your exposure, you avoid risky situations, you don't meet in volatile places, you don't get pulled into private fights that should be handled properly. Prudence means you do not mix your life with chaos and then act surprised when chaos splashes you. And let me speak to your heart about guilt and shame. Shame will whisper, it's only a matter of time before you are found out. Shame will say, you deserve the worst. Shame will twist your stomach and tell you that you are already condemned. But that is not my voice. My voice convicts to heal, not to crush. My voice corrects to restore, not to destroy. If you need to change, I will help you change.